Okay, hi, this is Lakeisha Jackson. She's a driver of First Student. Here to ask her some questions about how the not getting unemployment will affect her during the summer. Good morning, Lakeisha.
Good morning.
First question I have for you is, what is your name, your position, and how many years have you been on the job?
My name is Lakeisha Jackson, and I have been a school bus operator for 8 years. 6 of those years were with First Student.
Great. Do you support family members or dependents with your income?
Yes, I do.
How many dependents do you
I
have?
have 4 children altogether, ranging from the age of 2 all the way to 19, a full-time college student.
Wow, okay, great. Number 3, were these cuts of unemployment a surprise to you?
Yes, it was actually a rumor. That's how it started. It started as a rumor and it went from there, and when we found out that it was actually true, that was something that really hurt a lot of people. We still haven't really known, but up to about 3 weeks now.
What impact will the unemployment cuts have on your life? Will you be able to pay your rent or utilities?
Well, like I tell anybody, the reason why we were getting unemployment is because some money is always better than no money. You cannot pay anything if you already living check to check. You already have, it's hard to have a savings, especially in my condition or my situation. I have 4 children. Every time I try to save some money, something comes up, someone's sick, someone's hurt, somebody needs books in school, and you have to come out of pocket, and there's no way to save money in the predicament that we're in. And plus, we don't really make that much money. We do this. We don't come to work just to get a check. I know I don't. I come to work because I love the children that I do drive. I love those kids. Those kids are my responsibility. They are my children until I drop them off at that school to someone else to take responsibility for, until I come back and pick them back up, and then I'm dropping them off at their parents. Those parents, they love me. They love their drivers. You know, I mean, it's not just hurting the drivers. It's going to hurt a lot more than that, because it's no way possible for us to go look for a job during those few weeks that we are out of school and say that we're going to quit this job, then go through that hassle again the following year, and then expect someone to actually hire you knowing that you're going to quit. Soon as you put First Student on an application, they're going to say no because they're going to quit. So then we will be unemployed. So I don't understand how the state could say we prefer homelessness over unemployment. So you're putting me and my 4 kids out of their home. My daughter is a 4.0 student at her college, at the university she goes to, that now has to come home because we can't afford to send her extra things, extra money. And even if whatever her scholarships or grants don't provide, we can't send that money. I cannot send that money. She has to come home, and she's more worried about what's going on at home and coming home to get a job than taking care of trying to stay in school. And that really hurts me, because I worked hard. I bring kids in, and I mean, we just like parents. These kids and us have problems, and we take care of them together. We talk to them. We do everything that we should do as far as a good bus driver does on a bus. I mean, we have students that are shooting. We have students that are fighting every day. We have students that have stabbings. We have had all kind of situations on the bus. But then you expect us to do this at this low rate of pay, these minimum amount of hours, and also come back to work 2.5 months later and say, okay, I got put out over the summer. Just like I have before, I have got put out. I have had to stay in a Durango for over 2 months with 4 children, one of which was 2 months old at the time. Unemployment is nothing to laugh about. Not getting an unemployment check is nothing to laugh about. I heard someone say, well, I have a husband. I heard someone say, well, she can go out and get a better job. You're right. Then who's going to drive those kids that have seen me for the last 8 years? I know kids that have graduated. I have their siblings. I have their children that I am driving now. What are we going to say to them? they know, they look forward to seeing us every day. This is not something that we are making up. You go to those stops, you ask those children, you ask those parents, how is this going to affect them? This is going to affect my kids. I have a 2-year-old now. I have an 8-year-old. I have a 17-year-old and a 19-year-old. Where are the 5 of us going to stay? Because someone said that my company can't give us the money that they already put aside for us. How can a state say, oh, okay, but we're going to get that money and give it to somebody who has not been unemployed in 3 years that don't even work for this company? I don't understand it.
Right.
You want the employment rate to go up, but yet you want to take us through all of this, which means we're going to be out there in the we're going to be unemployed soon, because we can't sit and wait till the school year starts to take care of our homes. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen with me.
Will you have to find another job?
Yes, I will. I have started. The minute I have found out about this, I have started. I even let my parents know, and I've had 4 or 5 parents actually cry at a bus stop stating that they were going to miss me, and if there was anything that they could do to help us fight this, because they didn't understand that decision that Mark Butler made.
What is your message to Mark Butler, the Labor Commission, who made this decision to cut the unemployment?
To me, I think what he should do in his new campaign is say promote homelessness and make sure that my rates of unemployment are down. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You want us to work, you want us to do this job, but yet you want to tell us, okay, but I'm not going to pay you for it. There's no explanation for it. I want him to actually come and tell my 8-year-old, my 2-year-old, my 17-year-old, and my 19-year-old, you can't go to college, you can't go to school because your mom got to worry about where is her next check coming from, how is she going to pay the rent, because the rent office isn't going to wait for us. They got bills to pay just like we do. Bills don't stop because we're unemployed. And that is exactly what it is. We are unemployed during the summer. This is not vacation time when your job has the right to call you during that time and say, I need you to come into work, and we have to drop everything and come into work. I don't know anyone vacation to this day that does that.
That's right.
So to Mark Butler, come out here, get in my shoes, and drive my bus. I said, I'll tell anybody who feels that this is a fair thing for us to go through. Drive my bus for 1 day. And you tell me during that time that we really need to get our minds together to get right back on those buses for the next school year, so we'll be mentally ready and physically ready for those kids. You get on the bus 1 day and drive them, and you tell me how you handle it and someone not pay you for that day.
Thank you, Lakeisha. It was very nice talking to you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Bye.